What's good, y'all? It's your boy Royce Rodriguez. We're back. It's another. I don't think you can hear me. Oh shit! I don't know what's going on. Of course. Hello. Okay, now you hear me. It's your boy Royce Rodriguez. We back at it again, doing exactly what we're doing as always, talking shit, being live. Well, anybody who jumped on the live, I do appreciate you guys showing me love. Anybody who's gonna jump on it later, you already know. But welcome to the Static Mike live event. We already know we do this every time as soon as we can, anytime we can. This is the moment where I have time to be live. This is my first time here in the place that I am now. And basically, good energy, moving on to good things. But this is the Static Mind Live show from Galaxy Made Studios live event. You already know it's a Galaxy Made Studios sponsored event, so we do everything live, always in real time. We don't do no cuts when we on this show. Everything is what it is. We don't change the game, or we don't do anything like that. We just keep ourselves doing exactly what we need to do on the live event, and nothing is fake. You know what I mean? If you've been to if you've been watching my show, this live event, most of the time, I'm usually at a different location, or you see me at a few different locations. I'm sure. Like if you watch my show, I went from being hotel to hotel, from a house to another house. Now I'm in my own place, and it's not just my own. Obviously, I share with somebody else. But I don't go exclusives to talk about anything that's going on with me or my types of relationships. So everybody that knows me knows what position or what I'm doing and who I'm with. So other than that, um, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I'm actually in the crib just chilling. Um, I was just moving in and unpacking stuff. It's been a long, like, 2.5, 3 weeks. It's been quite some time. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get in good position. Try to see my whole upper body too. But I have this weak ass camera, man. I gotta upgrade. Um, okay. Um, oh, Superman shirt. Anyway, yeah. Anybody that just knows me knows what position I am and what I've been going through and what I've been dealing with and what I've been still dealing with for this quite some time. But at the same time, things has gotten a lot better, physically and mentally. I'm still in a mental state of mind still at times, unfortunately. Yeah, but that's just how life goes, and you got to take them as it is. You got to be grateful about where you stand, how you got there, and just keep going, man. Anybody who has real issues, problems, personal issues, and all that stuff, just uh, just know, never give up and stop. Don't stop doing things, man. Like, just don't stop doing it. Don't let nobody bring you down. Don't let anybody say you can't do it or you ain't gonna be shit or anything like that. Because that's one thing I don't want nobody ever telling my kids, is that they ain't never gonna be shit when they gonna be somebody. And and I'm not acting like I'm somebody, because I'm not. But and not that I'm sitting there trying to be, but I'm all about realism and honesty, and no bullshit. No, none of that crap. So I'm more into real intellectual conversations instead of stupid ones these days. Because a lot of them, I literally would just look at you and like, why the fuck are we having this conversation? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still the same old Steven. I joke, I talk shit, I do everything I'm supposed to do, but at the same time, I'm more, um, how you say it? I'm more of a different person and a different state of mind. And because if you knew who I was before, you knew exactly how I would be with people and all that stuff. And I'm usually the yes man. I'm a yes man for everything, and I still kind of am sometimes. But for the people I fuck with, what I mean, not for the people that just, what I mean, I'm just meeting or I'm just passing by with or anything like that. Hell no, I don't do anything like that for anybody, ain't like that anymore. It's all about, you can give people a lot of things, and people will never view you to be the person you are even though they know you are. You know what I mean? They know how much of a great person you are, but they will never acknowledge it. They'll just acknowledge the worst. And I don't like to say it in that way because of the fact that I'm not trying to bring up any negativity or anything like that because I'm not in a negative state of mind. Um, obviously I just got a little mental things that go on in my brain, obviously, that fucks with me because of how um I made my decisions in the past. You know what I mean? How my decisions in the past really affected me and all that stuff. And I feel like a lot of the decisions I made in the past affected me in the future. And I do blame, I don't know, I could, when you blame yourself for some things you didn't do, you know what I mean? And it's clearly you didn't do, but you just do it because you felt like that was probably some type of karma and shit like that. That's how basically how I see it. I'm basically going through the karma that I probably went through that I have done to people or done to things in the past. And yeah, because I was never a perfect person or anything, and I never actually hurt anybody. But you know, what I mean, it's just more of the decisions you make when you're with people and all that stuff, and it's like being careless about how you feel when you're with them, and like basically whatever happens happens, and if they get hurt, it was I can care less about their that responsibility. You know what I mean? Instead of being the responsible one in a sense. And maybe that's young thinking or what it was or where I was at before, but I think I got past that probably like back in 2015, 16. I think by 2018, 19, I was more into a state of mind to where like I was more of the adult in my head. I felt like I was more of being an adult, and then it started changing through time. It just started changing through time to where I just feel like what I thought was being an adult was also being an adult and also a kid at the same time. So it's like being a young person and all that stuff. Now that I'm older and gotten a little wiser, I would say a little wiser. Um, I just feel like the decisions I make always affects what you get in the future or what might happen right after. So, and like basically, I've always believed there's always consequences to I keep seeing it pop up on the screen. Um, I believe there's just consequences to everything you do, and there's always something behind it, whether it's going to come now or later. So now that I am in this state of mind of being the way I am, and I believe I've gotten a lot better. Thank you to God, you know what I mean? I think I'm at a better mindset, whether it may look like it or not, because sometimes I may just look like I'm out of it and not be interested in anything, but at the same time, it's not that. It's because I'm also dealing with my state of mind and what I had to do to get to where I'm at now, and what I had to, all the craziness there, and it's still not over. You know, what I mean, it's still not over. There's a lot of things going on, so that's why I'm still in the state of mind I am. You know, little anxiety at times and all that stuff, which fucks with my life sometimes. So, and that's because of what I got to deal with. But other than that, obviously, it is what it is. So that's basically what's been going on. Besides the last 2 weeks, I've been basically moving in and out from apartment to apartment, going to this place to that place, and it's just been crazy. So I'm glad it's basically I'm in my place already, and with my significant other chilling. You know, we good, we living. At the end of the day, we just doing what the hell we have to do, and staying out of people's faces. At least for me, you know what I mean. She makes her own decisions. She's a grown woman, but at the end of the day, at least for me. But I'm glad you guys are here. We chilling, we vibing, making moves. Like I said, comment, subscribe, show some love. Um, I didn't know really what to say when I got on here because I was just like, damn, I wasn't prepared to really jump on here today. Well, at least right now, I was gonna get on today, but later on tonight. Um, but I said, why not take the opportunities? Because there was so much more things I had to do anyway. So, but I said, why not talk to you guys? It's been quite some time, probably been like 2 or 3 weeks since the last time because I just moved from the other place around like the 15th or 16th or some shit like that. I was out of that place and now I was at my shorty's mother's crib, family's crib, and then from then on we in our place now. So But other than that, it's been lit, bro. You know what I mean? It's been a time, it's been a vibe, it's been everything that I've expected in a sense. But you know, like I said, my brain takes a tune on itself, and I'm always in a state of mind of working to talk to you guys and talk shit and have a good vibe or whatever, and basically update you guys always to know like what's up. Because this is basically what Static Mike is. It's not to not be honest. It's always to be honest. I'm real honest. At the end of the day, I'm gonna say what it is. I'm gonna, you can ask me any question. I'm be honest, and if I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry. It is what it is. I'm just gonna hurt your feelings. Take it or leave it. I've always been that way, because I just learned to be more direct than to just act like something I'm not or be fake. And I was once there before where I acted like something I wasn't, and I didn't like that. It was like keeping up with shit. You know what I mean? I didn't like that. That was keeping like I have to keep up with being somebody and being like keeping up with lies or keeping up with shit like that. And through it, and that's why I said throughout my lifetime I would keep up with lies and shit like that. And I have lied, and I still lie to this day. I'm not a liar where I'm just hurting somebody's feelings or anything like that, but I'm not. I'm just a lie to where it's just like I don't tell nobody secrets. So if somebody asks me like, "Yo, what this person said," and they told me something, I'm gonna lie about it because you know what it is. I'm just not that person. I don't. I'm not gonna sit there start a trouble, start problems or gossip, yada yada yada, and this that and the other, just because they want to know something. And then if you want to know something to me or you want to know something out of me, then I'm gonna tell you. But if you want to know something about somebody else through me, I'm not playing telephone. That's not how it works, man. At least for me, you're gonna go talk to that person yourself. Go have that conversation with that person yourself. You know what I mean? Figure that out. Like the most I can do is just be like, there was something said, and I think you guys gotta resolve it. That's the most I would say. I don't agree to being with some in somebody's face and start telling them things because then they're gonna say, "What? I didn't say that," or You did say that." But too much gossip, man. I understand. I don't do that shit. That telephone thing isn't for me. I was once there before, and there was times where it just got bad, and it went against me many times, and I'm not having that. Um, so that's an example of change. You know what I mean? I would say I would have been more of like into the drama. Trust me, I'm watching the drama like anybody else. I'm sitting there and sitting back, smoking my L, popping my popcorn, and watching just the thing. Because I'm gonna see it play out. You put me in the middle. Everybody's talking to me about their problem, so I'm just gonna look. You said this, you said that. At this point, I know who said what, and I know who's fake. So I'm just gonna let it just be. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna just let you just talk exactly the way you need to. So other than that, um, if it ain't my drama or my family's drama, like that I have to be part of because I have to be part of, I am in nobody's mouth, nobody's life, and nobody's craziness. And if I am in your life, you're lucky because these days I don't trust people, and trust goes a long way for me. Trust people talk. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm gonna have to clip that one right there. And I'm not talking about this blunt. People talk, bro. Let me give you a little status on this when I talk about people talk. This is why I have changed. This is one of the biggest reason why I have changed into like just a better person and an adult. It's not like I fucking changed into like anything else in general, but like I'm better than anybody else, but I'm not. I've changed more into patience and having yeah, having a lot of patience and being more open-minded to hearing things instead of just speaking over people and shit like that and trying not to listen to them. But at the same time, that's one thing I feel like I made a huge difference on. And that was pretty hard for me to actually start doing because I couldn't tolerate people. I can't tolerate people in their fucking mouth when people just talk. And this is what brings me to the topic of why I changed. People talk. I hate the fact that people talk so much. They talk this, they talk that. Yo, because I still have, I don't even know if I call them friends. I'm not even going to say they're not friends because they are friends, but I have a bunch of friends, a bunch of them. And a lot of them are cool. A lot of them are females. The females ones are usually direct. I'm usually having direct conversations with the females. And when I say people talk, it's more of like people talk about They're hmm, I don't want to say like I'm bashing somebody because this kind of like recently happened not too long ago. But when I say people talk, it's like people will tell you, yo, you want to do something or whatever, yada yada yada, or not even want to do something. It's like it could be do something or it could be anything like that. It could be you want to do something or you want to go out, or even if I hit them up and I say, yo, you want to go out, you want to do something or whatever the case may be, um, they'll be like, yeah, whatever, this, that, and the other has some type of plan. And then when it comes down to really being in that part of actually going out and doing something, bro, it be all talk. Because when it comes down to it, they can't show up. Either they can't show up now, even though the plans was there for like quite some time, and either it was their plan or we planned it in general because I planned it or some shit. Or I asked them, yo, about whatever thing they put up and all that stuff. So you ask them about shit like that, and they'll just talk, 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 tell you some bullshit as if they're gonna chill with you. And then when the day is, they'll either drop it that day or they'll come with some bullshit things a week before about chilling with you or whatever and all that stuff. And me, I'm not the nigga that's gonna beg a nigga or a girl to chill with me. Most of the girls are direct. So only the girl, like my homegirls that would chill me and I'm friends with, bro, like we chilling. You know what I mean? Like I'll be chilling with you with no problem and all that stuff. And they're more direct. They'll tell me like, yo, I'm not gonna chill, this, that, and the other, blah, blah. The niggas, the fellas that are my homies, nigga, or whatever they at this point is considered, they'll give you the wildest excuses. My nigga, that's the only big difference about chilling with men and females, nigga. All my female friends will literally just tell you exactly what it is. They'll be like, listen, we can I'm not gonna chill with you this day. I can't. Right there and then, instead of acting like we're gonna make plans with you. And I'm not gonna say all females do that because I've been to with around the fun around a few females and had have female friends that still kind of do that. But at the same time, it's just like that's just talk. You know what I mean? And so when people start talking like that in the beginning, just imagine how they really are in general. When they say, yeah, I do this, I do that. But then when they try to prove that shit, they don't do none of that shit. You know what I mean? They do like, they don't act like the way they just spoke about. And that's the shit that gets me. Like, I'm more of like, nigga, why you are like to be a friend, you ain't gotta fit in. Nigga, you just gotta be loyal, honest, and be down the way I'm. Be just sharp, bro. Like be like on good vibes and good energy the whole time, nigga. Let's laugh, talk shit. Like let's not be fake and shit. And that's why I say when people talk to you about shit, just always listen to what they say and don't just believe the shit they say just because they saying it right there and then. Because most people are full of shit. I ain't gonna lie, I was doing that shit too back then and all that stuff. I would say I do certain things like that, and I probably still do that to this day. I'm pretty sure people probably could think, but I'm not sitting there like saying I'm doing stuff that I'm not doing, bro. It's just not who I am. Niggas just be out there just fucking lying, speaking about bullshit or opening their mouth about they do this, they do that, they act like this, they act like that when they don't act like none of that shit. 1 second. All right, 1 second. My kids are gonna be on their way, so here, just 1 second. I gotta go do so. 1 sec. I gotta give the address, but not nobody's gonna understand. I'm not talking about thing. I just gotta find some shit. I'm just changing the subject. I just moved into the new place, so I don't know exact addresses and all that stuff. So yada yada yada. This, that, and the other. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm just changing the subject because I have to grab my kids from outside. So 1 second, guys. 1 second. Mhm. So this is the Galaxy Made Studios. We are not leaving. I'm just this Galaxy Main Studio Static Mike live event. So everybody who comes to the live, I do appreciate you. Thank you so much. And say a comment, say what up, say hi. I'm changing the subject of what I was talking about because I'm about to grab my kids from outside very, very soon. So I'm just trying to get the address. So I suck right now at this. So I'm gonna be ba-da-da-da, da-da-da. I'm gonna be coming back in a few seconds. So don't you leave me. I'll see you soon. All right. My fault, guys. We are back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. I don't hear the mic. I don't hear the mic. The mic is dead. Something's up. The mic is dead. Something's up. Damn, this thing is my goddamn wire. Thing is fucking up. I gotta get a adjustment to this wire. But other than that, yeah, I've been running back and forth, trying to adjust my kids. One thing I don't want to do is give my address out. So especially to anybody that's part of the big issue. So, and I at this point, I don't really have a choice because there's things going on, especially legally. So those things have to change. So unfortunately, I have to make the sacrifice for the time being, but it is what it is. But yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I just had a little intermission there. I had to actually run out and see if I grab my kids, but um I don't, like I said, I don't know my address. I don't like to give out my address, and I had to, unfortunately, at least to the people that's not supposed to have it. Um, that's because I currently need to get a vehicle. I'm out of one right now, so I don't have a vehicle this moment, and I'm working on getting that right now. Um, because out here you gotta basically drive everywhere. So and we had one. Basically, we were using one, and we don't got it anymore. So we got to get a different one. At this point, it wasn't ours, so that's why. But other than that, right now we're working on that right now. So that's the main thing. So now I got to give somebody a drop off to the place, um, to drop off my kids here. And unfortunately, I have to give out my address, which is what I didn't want to do. But it is what it is. Anyway, we're live. That's just my big problem at this point. Other than that, I don't have no real issues. Like I said, we on good energy, good vibes, good terms. We making live moves. We making as much moves as we can right now because everything is in a moving process. And now that I'm basically done with it, if you guys didn't check it out yet, you can go to Galaxy Mate Studios live. Galaxy Mate Studios on YouTube, and you can see that I put up the trailer, which you just saw in the beginning of this, and um, that trailer, how you call it? Um, yeah, for Galaxy Main Studios. I'm sorry, I just losing my train of thought because I keep seeing the little messages show up, so I'm just like for unfocusing. Um, that trailer basically shows what's about to happen in the movie, which is free to watch on the Galaxy Mate Studios YouTube channel. It's gonna be the only free movie you're gonna get to watch at any point at any time. You ain't gonna watch any other free movie except for like trailers, content, and all that type of stuff. And all that type of stuff. Sorry, I'm still reading the messages that keep popping up, and all that type of stuff, and all that content, all the trailers, all cartoon trailers, all what's gonna be happening next in the next episode type shit. You know what I mean? That's all gonna be on YouTube for free to watch at any point. And it's also gonna be on the Galaxy Made Studios site. So when you go to galaxymadestudios.com, make sure you get that subscription. You're gonna need it. And it's gonna be good. So, like I said, you're gonna have good content to watch. It's gonna be worth the money that you guys gonna watch. It's not just gonna be junk. Now, that movie that you did see, which I'm going to do a how you call that, um, a director's cut to where the director myself just sits there. I would do it with the other cast member, but there's a whole weird thing that's going on with that cast member. So I don't know, and I call them cast member because of the fact that it technically wasn't a cast member. Basically, this movie was never meant to be a movie of what it is now. It was just meant to be a documentary, and me documenting us on a ghost thing, which is why it seems like it's natural talk and stupid jokes, random things just coming out of my mouth saying dumb stuff. Nothing was actually acted. This was just put out to put on the website because I just during this time COVID was almost about to start. I think it was 2018, 19 that I recorded that. In 2018 and 19 is when I recorded that footage. That's the Letchworth Village footage. I recorded at that time, and then COVID came around, and then when COVID came around, that's when I really started my YouTube channel because I had a YouTube channel back in like 2017, 15, and I opened it, and I think I put like a video two up and never did one again. I just did like gaming content on it and shit. Was doing a bunch of that shit on it, but then I revamped it in the 2000 during COVID time. Um, and when COVID, yeah, I just did everything, and it wasn't Galaxy Made Studios. It was just based on me first, and then it became Galaxy Made Studios probably like a few months later because I wanted to build a company, and at that point there was nothing to do, so I was acting a lot and doing a lot of TikTok because that started a little bit, and I was doing stuff like that. I was bringing it all at that point to where acting became more of a thing for me. So at that point, that video that came up wasn't um wasn't how you call it wasn't meant to be a that movie that I put out. I'm sorry. That movie that I put out wasn't at all meant to be a film at all. It was just supposed to just be a documentary, like ghost hunt type thing on a regular channel stuff. And I made it into a film the way it is now. I try to tweak it a bit with whatever videos, and I had no intention of doing like that. I try to do, and trust me, I tried different ways to put this out in different times. This movie went out once, and it was not something. I think it was I just made up a stupid storyline for it. For the original thing, it was the stupidest thing. It had a bunch of typos in it. It was for the story. It was a bunch of stuff. Nothing was as what it is now. I had to switch a lot of things. It was a lot of work for this thing. And I'm glad that it's finally over for it and it's done. And I'm gonna do a small director's cut. It's only 30 minutes, so and I might just do it. I'm gonna do it all alone, the director's cut, because obviously I don't know if I'm gonna take those cast members to come in because two of them I probably can get contact with, but the other one I probably can't. And then one of the other guys is like kind of a weirdo because he just does weird stuff. And I think I talked about that here, but I don't promote that stuff. So you can go to my past stuff. I don't know what channel, which one it was. But I just know I talked about it around that time why I wasn't gonna put the film out. Wasn't gonna put this film out, but because of the fact that I'm working on Vexus and all the moving process that I'm doing within my life and all the craziness that I'm going through legally within my life, I have to adjust this thing. So I think it was worth changing and putting out. And it's a free film. So to be honest, nobody's getting paid from this. So it's really great. It's pretty promoted for studios, but no money gets puts in my pockets and none. It's a free movie for everyone. I get no money out of this. So you get to watch everything. I put all that effort into it for all this time just to make it look like that. I wish I added a bunch of parts and then I had to cut them back out, which made it a little scarier. But those had to come in because things just didn't look right. It just didn't look right, and that's because I was the only one trying to film this shit. And when I asked for help, people was just bitches. You know what I mean? People didn't want to help me, or not even just had an excuse why they don't want to hold the camera and just hold it a certain way. You know what I mean? So, um, that's the bad thing about that. When you don't got people on the same page as you. Um, but other than that, I'm working on Vexus a lot more now and the cartoons. So those will be coming out soon as possible. We're trying to get Vexus at the end of the year. The end of the year, we're trying to get the first episode out. That's the goal. So when you guys see Vexus, I hope you guys like it. That's gonna be on the Galaxy Made Studios that's gonna be on the Galaxy Made Studios how you call it website. That's the only way you can watch that. You're not gonna be able to watch it any other way. So yeah, we'll have that on the website, but you'll have your little content, little trailers, stuff showing up on the YouTube channel no matter what. So that's gonna be advertised on the channel no matter what. But other than that, go out there, check out Letchworth. It's a good suspense film. It's really short, it's 30 minutes. And it's something that if it can shake your boots a little bit, rattle your heart, you know what I mean? Give you something to watch at least around Halloween time if you want to watch a little scary movie or something like that. It's 30 minutes, doesn't hurt nobody. And a lot of it isn't scary until towards the ending. So, and the beginning. You have your little moments there too within the stuff, but it's a lot of suspense more of it. So I hope you guys go out there and enjoy it. It's worth watching. I think it is. Best way to watch it is loud, because you want to hear all the sounds of what's going on within the place, because some of it is real, because I we didn't just make no sounds. Shit was just happening. Like we just hear sounds randomly. And some of it was fake, obviously, because it has to be a film and it has to be made for everything. So and I'm pretty sure you can tell what's fake and what's real. So at the end of the day, I hope you guys enjoy the film, and it's really something good to watch. Like I said, turn off your lights and pick up the sound. 30 minutes, it get pretty good. Maybe shake your boots. And I wanted to put out a part two on how it got started. You know what I mean? On how it basically thing, because I had a whole idea of like how I can make it, but then I was gonna add that part into the actual movie from the beginning to end. But there's a lot of things that go on. So I hope you guys understand it. I hope you guys enjoy it. And like I said, like, share, subscribe on the Galaxy Mates YouTube channel. Make sure you show some love. Also, we are live right now. If you guys are just jumping on at any point in time, whether it's later or now, um, thank you for your support. It's your boy Royce Rodriguez. I'm always here anytime I can. I am in a new place with new energy and making new moves. And like I said, Vexus, the new show, that's who I am. And this will be my last one I will ever star, unless I'm somehow cameoing in something, whatever. But is the last thing I will ever star in my. I don't know if you guys heard that through the mic, but somebody's car just like crazy. This is the last thing I will ever star in as an actor in Galaxy Make Studios. So you won't see me star in any other TV shows or any other Galaxy Made Studios live things at all. So you won't see my face after Vexus. I'm just playing Vexus Cover. That's my character. That's the character I built from ground up with Galaxy Made Studios. His first name before that, I'll tell you, there's a whole art to it, but now his name is Vexus Cover. And yeah, that's me. Steven Rodriguez, aka Royalty Rodriguez, aka Vexus Cover. I play Vexus Cover. That's the new Vexus TV show. And that's the show that's basically going to be about a man, which is myself, who's going to take on two different lives within his own life. And he's basically two different people within a sense. And he has to make a crucial decision on whether he's going to stay in one life or the other. And it's also about being extremely powerful and magic and dreaming a certain way. So you guys will understand when it comes in all together. First two episodes will probably give you the drift of what it's really about for you to understand what's going on. Other than that, they're episodes that are basically in shorts, by the way. So these episodes can go to 17 minutes, 25 minutes, can go to 10 minutes, can go to as long as 30 minutes. You know what I mean? 45 minutes. It depends. You know what I mean? That's exactly how the show is there. It's basically the Galaxy Made Studios made shorts. So these are the shorts that is going to come out like at random. This is my character. Like I said, these are the shorts that are going to come out within a story for you to put together as you want, and you can watch them after it's all done in any sequence for you to understand it, because it'll all make sense. So if you watched episode 4, you might have to go to episode 3 to see what happened, but everything else will make sense. You know what I mean? Like, so in any sequence, it'll just make all sense. It's just the way of what I've made this show to be, and I think this show is pretty incredible. So when you guys get that chance to watch it, I hope you guys get the subscription on the galaxymadestudios.com site that is going to be launching very soon. Just like I said, it's a lot of things going on, so things are being jumped to jump. So now everything's being worked on as much as we can now that we got Letchworth Village out in the open and basically done. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoy Letchworth Village. I'm also enjoying doing the acting for it when it comes to how you call it, playing Vexus, because it's a character that I don't think nobody's ever created, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure there's somebody who's similar to it, but I don't think there's a character that's came out with the look or any of it. You know what I mean? It might, like I said, everything's gonna be similar to something, but this story is so related to a lot of things. You're gonna be like, that reminds me of this show. That reminds me of this show. This reminds me of this show, because those things kind of, I put it all together in one. And if you do connect it, then you do. And if you see my previous live events where I talked about Vexes, you can see what I'm talking about is I said what it's kind of related to. So you guys can see what it is. But other than that, if you don't see, that's how old this shirt is. I'm not even sweating. That's just the way it looks now. This is just straight dry as shit. It's not sweat at all. Um, I had this shirt for a long time. Just randomly change the subject. Anyway, yeah, if you see my previous shows, you know that the Vexus TV show was being worked on for quite some time already. So I've been talking about this Vexus show for a long time. It's just that every time I was supposed to get invested into this to the show a lot more, life happened. And when life happened, it just takes you to another way to where the money you're supposed to spend on certain things just didn't go the way it's supposed to. So not that I'm using Galaxy Made Studios money because that's not what I'm saying. Right now I'm currently investing everything of my money into Galaxy Made Studios because I'm currently looking for a sponsor. You know, I'm looking for somebody to help Galaxy Made Studios promote and be a thing because the business idea of Galaxy Made Studio is brilliant. And whoever's interested in hearing it out or actually interested in putting investing into the film or TV show or the Galaxy Made Studios company is not going to fail at it. You know, there's going to be always something for them to get out of it, but all it takes is a good hit. That's it. You know what I mean? Everything's going to come as it goes. They're always going to get the something out of what I'm going to bring out. I would never leave the company to fall down or somebody else's company fall down through my company. If that makes any sense. Like I would never allow me to take somebody else's company and have them and not use it for what it's supposed to be used for. You know what I mean? It's supposed to when the job's supposed to get done, it's supposed to get done, and that's what it's there for. And that's my energy. I don't do that weird fake shit where you take somebody's money, you scam them out of this shit, and do nah. I'm here about the business. We're gonna make the business. I'm here to help people get into jobs. I'm here to help actors be actors. I'm here to get a director to be directors. I'm basically all of the above. I do everything in my company. But my main position in my company is just to be running the company. I'm want to build it to where it can become what it needs to be. And that's basically why I'm doing everything all at once. Am I the only one at this point? Yes. Is there like one or two people behind me? Yes. But it's very slow. And the faster it can be built is through a company that can help my company. So that's the base of what I'm working on now. Also trying to get a big sponsor. So anybody that knows any sponsors, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, show me some love. Tell me what their business contact is, or write to me at Galaxy Made Studios at yahoo.com. I mean at gmail.com. Galaxy Made Studios at gmail.com. And I'll get back to you as soon as I see that email so we can talk about sponsorship or anything like that because we need the studios to build. We want to give jobs out, and we want to make people who aren't actors and young actors look have a chance too, and not just see the same faces that we see in every goddamn movie every single year, every time. And no offense to them. Those are great actors. They're fantastic actors. I would love to meet all those actors. I would like to even act in their movies. Not in particularly in my Galaxy Made Studio movies. I don't want to do any of that. Not because I wouldn't want to do low budget type things or anything. It's not that. It's just because of the fact that I want to run the company and I can't do all that and be an actor at the same time. Now, if a company like Disney came in or whatever offered me something to work with them, yeah, of course, who's going to turn down Disney? I'm going to run my company and do Disney's at the same time. You know what I mean? I'm allowed to do so, but at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and not take the opportunity if it was there. You know what I mean? Like that's something that's opportunity of a lifetime. So I think it's best I would take something like that. So when the time comes, it's able to be I'm able to be in my position the way I want to. And that's basically what I want. I want to run this company and make sure everybody gets these jobs as best as they can and be happy in their position and also be paid fairly because I know what it is to have hours and bust your ass for a job and maybe like the job you like and all shit. Like nobody loves their job, but if you like the job, I get it. Like, and if you're being bullied or paid bullshit in your job or whatever shit, then that's totally understandable. You know what I mean? I get 1000% why. It's just that if you're not happy at job, don't stay there. You know what I mean? And if don't let nobody bully you out of it too. So that's why I say like I would pay them fairly, pay them as much as I can, as much as I can give raises and all that stuff, as long as there's a budget for it. I will always try to do so, especially if we're consistently making money as a studio. I want everybody to live the life that they want to live, even though, you know, it's gonna feel like probably check to check for them too, you know, at the same time, because that's exactly how I'm living in a sense. But at the same time, it's more of I know how it feels to be in that position. So I would want to help those people, you know, for their family and friends, and I mean for their family and for their, you know, for them to live at a better term. Food is very expensive, water is very expensive. We can't get those things at an easy price like we used to back in the 90s, 70s, 80s, 60s, or whatever it was. You know what I mean? Like in the 90s, they were so much cheaper. You got a quart of water in a little thing. You don't find that anymore. Quarter water is now in a whole bulk of stuff, and you got to buy the whole set. And that's not a quarter anymore. It's not each one's a quarter now. You're not paying the quarter prices. You're paying $5 for a pack of 16 and 16 and 4 quarters. I mean 16 and each one's a quarter. You know what I mean? Like you're not even paying, you paying more the amount of what you should be paying for fucking water. Like, you know what I mean? And it's sad because a lot of these places out on the earth right now are losing water or in a drought. So this is why this rain that we were receiving is really good. But at the same time, a lot of these areas is droughting because this world is dying. And a lot of people don't know it and don't believe it or don't care for it. You know what I mean? This world is dying because of what we're doing to it. And nobody's making it any better. You know what I mean? So best thing I can do is just help people as much as I can. And I think that's by giving people jobs and pay them fairly. Also putting them actors on screen and making directors new directors that can be put somewhere else in their life as they get older and sign somewhere. Shit like that. You know what I mean? Galaxy Main Studio is all about good stories. So I would always read through a story before I even let somebody direct one or even give me a script to do it. Because I have to enjoy the story for me to actually do it. Because the stories matter to me more than anything. Whatever you can show it all the way you want to on screen. But if that story is not good for me, it won't be part of Galaxy Make Studios. Because Galaxy Make Studios wants to give you cinema with experience. And that experience is basically what I try to give you in the Letchworth, where you hear things, felt things. It felt like usually with the headphones, you would feel like you're probably there. But at the same time, it's like you're hearing that and you're feeling anxiety and your body gets a little suspenseful and all that stuff. That's what I'm talking about through experience. I'm trying to give you that type of ability to feel like your body's going through an imagination when it's not real. You know what I mean? So basically that's the experience I want. And you don't need 4D, 3D to do that. You just need a good story. And that's what I want. Fully good stories. You write me a good story, we'll read it, we're talking about it. We're gonna direct it, we're gonna get some actors in it, really good actors, and we're gonna make shit happen. And that's the point of Galaxy Made Studios. And that involves giving everybody good jobs and good all around stuff. So everybody has a moment for themselves to actually um live their life as a, you know, as a normal person. Like I said, things is way too expensive, so um paying people matters to me fairly, because I truly want to be paid fairly. I may be the CEO of things and be paid probably well from it, but at the same time I'm not here to take anybody else's greed, because I'm all about creating the memories um that I can take with me compared to having all the money in the world. Like that shit don't mean nothing to me anymore, man. Man, when I was younger, the money meant everything. Yeah, money means still something to me, obviously, but it don't mean nothing to me in a point to where it's just like, oh, I need that bread. I need to get no, no, no. Like, no. I'm not chasing the money like I used to, because when I did do that, it didn't come as fast. And I know that no homo, but it didn't come as fast as the way it was supposed to. And every time I did go after it, there was always something that the blue took it away from me. You know what I mean? And but other than that, yeah, I'm more about getting the money to create the memories, because that's what, when I do pass the day I do, is when I want to actually have those memories to go with me. You know what I mean? So I know what I was seeing and believing and going through, and all the fun things I went through, because I can take that with me probably. I can take those memories with me, probably with my soul. I can't take the money. I can't take the vessel. So what's the point if you can't take the physical, if you can just create the memory? So I rather pay as much as memories as I can than I just beg for the money. You know what I mean? So not that money isn't important. Not saying that at all. But because I obviously truly need it myself. But at the same time, it's just money is just not something I try to chase like I used to. That's all I say. I'm just chasing it for the company and to give people jobs and help people, and help myself, but also help people at the same time. Because it's something that I want to do. You know what I mean? It's something I really am interested in make happen. So anybody that knows any sponsors out there, leave a comment. Like I said, show me some love, point the direction to me so I can go talk to them. But other than that, we're back in the game. We're fully moved in. We're still making moves. I'm waiting on my kids. I don't know what's going on, but I think they'll be here any second or soon. But yes. And let's see if we probably get into a few reactions before I have to log off on this, and I will be back on later on tonight when the boys are sleeping. You know what I mean? But other than that, let's see what we can react to. Yeah, one thing I could talk about, the whole streamers university stuff. It sucks. Um, because if you see my previous stuff as well, I did not make the list. Obviously, you guys saw I didn't make no list, so I didn't go to Streaming You. And I did not get to watch everything of Streaming You. So what I'm gonna probably do is probably watch the highlights either tonight with y'all, so we could just talk shit about it, or probably tomorrow when I get back on. But other than that, I want to. I'd rather see the highlights of it than to do it right now and then have to cut it off and shit, because I'd rather just watch it all. But yeah, I didn't see any streaming you stuff, none of that, unfortunately. Um, because I was busy. I was super busy. I was doing everything else. I didn't watch barely anything. I always had to keep catching up to things. I watched House of Dragons. Shout out to the Dragons. I love dragons. Sorry. I watched House of Dragons. I had to catch up to that. I watched X-Men 97. I had to catch up to that. And I still don't even know what's going on in the thing because I didn't watch it all. And I didn't watch it all of House of Dragons. Um I just watched that Kevin Hart movie, that new one. That's on Netflix. That was funny. That was a good movie. Other than that, that's because I had a little time to actually watch it. But other than that, I've been working, moving, and doing all this craziness. So but now I have a little time to watch little certain things, which is I'm gonna catch up to. But other than that, yeah, those were the main things. But we will um be doing the streaming you checkout soon, where we're gonna just watch the whole video of what was going on. I didn't get to catch up to anything. I was, like I said, I was busy the whole time, like just doing crazy, just nonstop moving. I get up for go to sleep for a few hours, get up, gotta go to work, or if I gotta not go to work, I gotta go get up and move this or pick up this girl or something like that. So it's always something. It was always something. They just never stopped. It's just, now I feel like everything's a little slowed down a bit. So there's a little more time right now, even though I'm using up. I've only been with you guys on this for an hour and some change, but um, it's just, there's more time now. So I can now I'm making a lot more time for the show, for the cartoon and all that stuff. So it's gonna start happening more. Like I said, it's gonna my main goal is to get the first episode dropped um by the ending of December. So that's the first episode of Exes. But other than that, we back to work and doing a lot of that stuff. Um I got to do the streaming you stuff, like I said, either tonight or tomorrow, because I don't want to put it on and cut you off. I was gonna react to certain things, but I might not just do anything right now. I'll just do that later on tonight after my kids are sleeping. But yeah, It's just I'll wait till when my kids are sleeping and do that tonight because I'll just do the streaming you because there's a bunch of other videos I want to look at, but they're kind of long, so I'd rather not watch that right now. And then I gotta go grab my kids and put you on a be right back sign and all that stuff, and I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna be ending the show really soon. I'm gonna be ending the show really soon. So, yeah, we just talking shit. Whoever's here and showing love, I appreciate you. If you're watching, show me some love. Like, share, and subscribe. Go to Galaxy Made Studios and show me love. It's your boy Roy T. Rodriguez. This is the Static Mike Show on the Static Mike channel on YouTube. Um, yeah, we only do it on that channel, the live event. We wanted to do a recorded podcast soon, but we want to get a guest on it, and that guest is basically going to be the one to. We're going to talk about a bunch of things for that guest. I don't have the guest name yet, and I'm not going to say it because I don't know it. But when I do get the info, we're still not going to know it until I promotion, do promotion to it. So we're trying to get that good guest to come, and we want to have a good show for that one. So I'm debating whether I should do a live and or if I should do it just pre-recorded and then have whatever edits it is because some things she might not want or he might not want to edit. You know what I mean? They probably just be like, nah, let that shit go. You know what I mean? Just be authentic. But other than that, I'm debating on those two. But when I do have that, you see the promotion flyer come out on the Static Mike channel, Static Mike, because this is the Static Mike live event, sponsored by Galaxy Made Studios. Right? It's not the Galaxy Made Studios channel. It's a Static Mike live event that we're on right now. This is all a live event, and it's sponsored by Galaxy Made Studios, which is my company. So yes, now I'm the one talking on it on this live channel all the time at any time. I will be the one hosting the other one. That's the other event when we do have guests as well. But you won't see it like this, the way you see here. It'll be a wider shot. We'll probably be on some couches or chairs. I don't know what we'll be on. And they'll have a mic. I'll have a mic, probably some headphones. And yeah, we'll just be talking the cast. So Static Mike live event will be coming soon. No, we are a live event, but the Static Mike show will be coming soon. And that'll be basically based on podcasting and talking shit about serious topics. Sometimes the topic may be stupid, but the topic may be funny and authentic, and I'll tell you that much. So it's gonna be interesting. But other than that, I do hope everybody shows up on that show and show some love. You know what I mean? Especially the loyal ones, because there's not a lot of loyal ones these ones. They just claim to be loyal. I don't claim to be loyal. I know where my loyalty stands. And the one thing I'm not gonna do is fake loyalty. So act like I'm loyal to you and then all of a sudden just stop being loyal to you just because somebody came around. That only tells that that's not loyalty. So that's not my energy. And I speak big on loyalty every single time. If anything, my name should be loyalty instead of royalty. But fortunately, my name is royalty instead of loyalty. You know what I mean? And loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. I just support that. You know, I support that more than ever. Big black spot. It's because my son took the sticker off. He just snatched the stickers right off my hats. Like I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Um, but other than that, I'm just talking shit with y'all. Burning time. I'm about to be getting off really soon, like in the next few minutes. But other than that, um, like I said, there's not much I can say at this point because I was gonna do a reaction, and I'm glad you guys came. And obviously, I'm not getting any real chitter chatter at this point. So when you guys show up or whoever decides to watch this later on, I hope you guys like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. That's OG Roy T. Rodriguez on Twitch. Follow me on Kick. That's Royalty Rodriguez. Follow me on TikTok because that's my acting channel. I put all my acting stuff on it, anything that's like that. There's a pretty decent following on that one, and that one's doing pretty well. So I hope you guys check that out. Probably some new videos gonna be coming up a little while soon on that channel. But that's on TikTok. So that's Royalty Rodriguez. You can look me up on there as well. And then Instagram Instagram, it's Royalty Rodriguez as well. So or Galaxy Made Studios on Instagram, Galaxy Made Studios as well. Follow that channel. No Static Mic information on that. I was gonna make a Static Mic channel page for Instagram, but unfortunately I didn't do that because it's a sponsored event. So I'm gonna just put all my Static Mic stuff on Galaxy Made Studios channel. Studios page coming soon. I'm just haven't put any of that stuff up yet because, like I said, things are starting to rolling up now. Other than that, I'm glad we are back and better at a new place, new energy, locked in, and we're just trying to make things happen. It's time to make moves, man. That's all I want. And peace, bro. Peace. Peace in a good way, bro. Peace is everything. You want a peace state of mind. You want a peaceful day. You want a peaceful life. You want a peaceful heart. You know what I mean? Like that's the main thing. And working on myself is the biggest thing. So like I said, you're gonna see transitions through these days on the Vexus show and Galaxy Made Studios. So please keep up with that. I'm gonna keep promoting that as much as I can, no matter what. Every day that will be promoted on this channel because this channel is sponsored by Galaxy Made Studios, and this is not gonna exist without Galaxy Made Studios. And eventually, there will probably be other people doing live events on Galaxy Made Studios channel as well. It won't be just me doing the Static Mic channel as well. Probably somebody might do on their Static Mic thing. So, and Galaxy Made Studios will promote it. Obviously, Static Mic promotes their stuff, so they're gonna do exactly what it is. So if you see a new face and it's not mine, it's still Static Mic, sponsored by Galaxy Made Studios, but that's just because we got a new face and we added a thing. And first thing we're going for is a young lady, somebody who knows how to talk to a crowd, keep engaging like I'm doing now. Somebody that's just gonna fit the description and be exactly what they're doing. It might be another man too. You never know. It might be one of the homeboys, someone that can do what I do the way I do. I can talk. I can talk for hours. I can just do it just because topics can run through my head and trust me, I got a bunch of topics right now that I can talk about, like the whole Nolan Wells and all that shit. I just don't want to bring any negativity into the show because this show, well, at least not in this live event show, even though I talked about my negative things a little bit, but that's because I'm being personal and authentic. But I don't get deep into the shit that I'm talking about, obviously. When it comes to the Nolan Wells thing, I just think it's fucked up what's going on. But all those negative topics that I want to bring up, I can probably do that within the the other show. And that's why I say either the pre-recorded show or we just do a live and have the guest on with us. So I'd rather do those big topics over there than to be doing those topics here and talking about it. And don't get me wrong, it'll be good stuff to say, but that's just negative energy that I don't want to be on. I'm not interested in talking about. I'm not interested in saying all this negative stuff because it's another black man dead. You know what I mean? And it's a bunch of white folks that are just part of it. So it just looks all around bad. I'm not racist about anything. So I don't know what happened. I'm just listening. Shit just sounding fucked up as it goes along. And I don't want to continue to say anything about it because it's just negative energy, negative stuff. I don't like to be on that stuff. So anything that's here is just going to be more positive. You know what I mean? Unless it's just going to be on the actual show where we want a guest being on topic to topic to topic or whatever we're doing on the show. Other than that, this is the live event. Like I said, I love talking to you guys, whether I'm talking to myself or not. It doesn't matter because I know a lot of people end up picking up on the show eventually on the live event. But other than that, I hope to see you guys soon later tonight. I hope more people ends up joining the live. I'm about to get off the channel right now because I'm about to go grab the boys. So I want you guys to like, share, subscribe. Please show some love. Give me something to talk about, something big here to talk about, something positive, not negative. And if you want to go negative, then come back to the channel where we're live and we could talk about the negative. You know what I mean? At least we can get engaged into the negative because there's something to talk about. If you don't want to do that, then that's okay. You can just like it or thumbs down if you don't like it. I respect it. It does not matter. But at the end of the day, Galaxy Made Studios is the sponsor to this event. Static Mic is the live event. And we're on the Static Mic live channel. When you're on this channel, you got to make sure you what? Bring static. And it's your boy, Royalty Rodriguez. I'm about to get off right now because I got to go do some personal things. You already said it like 50 times, but I will see you tonight. It's your boy, Royalty Rodriguez. I'll see you soon. And we are out. Stay Excuse me. Stay Royalty, everyone. I'll see you guys tonight.